This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 436. Driver training. Welcome to Running a Fever. This is a show about fitness, diet, and medicine. My name is Michael Davis. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end. It's all about living long and loving life. That's what we're doing today. Well, I'm out on the Spring Creek Trail north side today, and it looks quite a bit different than it did the last time I was on here. Main difference is the construction site is completely gone. I mean, the construction is gone, but the site obviously remains, and it's very different. And no video today. One reason is it's dark, although I might have could have done video, I don't know. The trail is actually lighted now, so it might have been lighted for a while now, but probably has, but first time I've been out here in a while. And I'm on the north side. But that, I do want to get video eventually because of this, because, you know, that construction site was just really weird. Some kind of big hole in the ground with lots of concrete, and they have covered it up, and it's all like grass now, and one little building. It's got some kind of ventilation stack or something, and a light, and a door. It's actually a little building, and some kind of little device outside. I don't know, but I want to give you a video of that. So, this part of the trail is lighted. I don't think the rest of it is. Once I cross this street, I'm not sure. I got my headlamp on, so I'll be able to see, people will see me if I come on a bicycle or something. It's also kind of wet today. I mean, there's some standing water, some puddles, but the trail and the road is pretty much dry. But yesterday, we had like 2 inches of rain. And that's a lot. So, interesting for today's activities, which I'll go into a little bit later. I took today off. Today is Friday, Labor Day weekend in the United States. Found out Labor Day was established under the administration of Grover Cleveland back in the 1800s. Labor Day is, I believe, a celebration of labor. It's a big union day, and that's one of the reasons that it's a national holiday, and it's one of those holidays that's not overlooked. I mean, there's some like Columbus Day. Everybody's going to go to work on Columbus Day. Nobody's going to get that day off. Well, the government maybe, but in the corporate world, nobody's going to get that day off. Labor Day, everybody gets off. Everybody. It's not going to be closed down, obviously. It's a day when people travel. It's a long weekend. So, you know, grocery stores. It's not that kind of Christmas Day holiday, New Year's Day holiday where everybody, you know, the whole world, you know, shuts down. But basically, the corporate world shuts down out of respect for people who work. So anyway, that's what that is. But that's this weekend. And I took today off. If you're a regular listener, you will have heard the previous episode and hopefully watched it as well on YouTube, which is basically the Corvette episode. The one where I drive a Corvette around my area and have various comments about how it made me feel and what the chemical reactions are that make that happen and so forth, along with some video from the car. So the thing is, due to the magic of time travel and time, what do they call it? Time delayed listening or something like that. Due to the mysteries of time travel, even though that was last week's episode, I've not done it yet. That's this morning. I am picking up the car this morning at 10 o'clock and we'll start working on that episode and having fun with the car. And so I thought it's going to be kind of an exciting, exhilarating time. It'd be a good idea to get a little exercise before I start that day. And so that's what I'm doing out here. I'm doing a little training for my driving experience. And that's all I have to say. Bye. Just kidding. I'm still on the trail. I think I'm going to walk about, a couple miles today. I got my watch out, and that's how I'm determining the distance. But I haven't really extended the distance on this trail to see what it looks like beyond a couple of miles. But hoping this walk will give me, it's beautiful temperature. I think it was like 69 when I left. My watch isn't accurate whenever it's away from Wi-Fi, but it says 62 right now. That's not right. Probably more than that. And cloudy. And it's supposed to be cloudy, I think, pretty much all weekend, which is fine with me. It's good driving weather as long as it's not raining. That will put a damper on things. Yeah, so slight breeze. It's kind of like it always is around here. I figured I've been talking a lot about brain chemicals lately. We had the menopause series, which I hope you enjoyed and found useful. It's a very important topic, and I think there needs to be more talk about it. Anyway, so we talked about brain chemicals in that series. We talked about brain chemicals probably talked about them in the screen time series. But I know that the main chemical that is activated when we exercise is endorphins. That gives you a good feeling that lasts for quite a while. You know, I mean, it's not as intense over time. It kind of goes away, but that's another reason why it's It's great to exercise in the morning because you're, setting yourself up to have that good feeling, at least in the beginning of your day, or whatever you're going to do that day. Over to my left, which obviously you can't see, I will tell you about it, is an area that I have been really wondering about, because for months, maybe a year, I don't know, it's been like a graded dirt area, and it's huge. I don't know. It's got to be, definitely several acres. I'm not sure exactly how much it is, but it's a huge area right on the street. So I know it's going to be something big. And I've occasionally seen a bulldozer or a truck go in, but not much going on. And then I'm seeing the back side of it, and there are several pieces of equipment. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of interesting to me because I've never seen it at this angle and recognized it to be the same lot that I see on the street when I go to work and back and all the other places I go. That's the main street off of my subdivision there. And today, I didn't really think about it, but there's been a lot of traffic because there's lots of people going to work. Unfortunate, not as fortunate as I am to be able to take today off from work. Or maybe they just didn't want to. Starting to see that over time. I don't think this was open the last time I went by here because it looks completely different. I think the last time I went by here there were trees blocking the view. So that's happening. That's a big change. So a lot of big changes, and obviously I need to do a video for you guys to see this. Do you have changes in your neighborhood? Yeah, things change over time. Yeah, it's like completely different. I don't recall any of this. I can see. My goodness, there are several mobile offices back here. It's like a James Bond thing, In the secret area, there's just all this industrial stuff going on. And I don't remember it looking like this at all. But I don't know, it's been a long time, so I could be wrong. And there's rebar coming out of the ground over here, like they're going to build a wall or something. Interesting, because it's level with where I am. I'm going to go ahead and turn around, but obviously we need to get some video out here. Definitely. So I guess, should kind of report on how things are going. Haven't been exercising in a while, and that's been a thing for me. Just getting on a regular schedule. It's just not been something that I've done. I've been going to work really early. At this point, I would have already been at work for like 35 minutes or 40 or 45. And then when I get home, sometimes I have something in the evening. I don't want to go out, but I mean, if you listen to the old episodes, I would do that a lot of time, every day. I would go out no matter what was happening that evening, I'd just take a shower and go do my evening thing. So there's no reason I couldn't do that now. Actually, I've been working on a lot of podcast stuff, you know. I've been writing episodes and researching and putting a lot more time into that than I might have in the past. Don't do as many episodes like this one where I'm just walking and talking. It involves a lot of research and, 4 pages of notes and a lot of editing time. So, but, I love doing it. I love doing it. But I haven't gained a lot of weight. I've actually been down today, or yesterday. I haven't weighed today yet. Yesterday I was, and that's gonna throw me off probably because I will have had a lot of sweat and stuff, but I've already taken my medications and had hydrated with some BCAA drink mixture. And so anyway, don't know what today's going to bring, but yesterday, the day before yesterday, I had 3 protein shakes instead of the usual 2 plus 1 regular meal. Because the previous day I'd had 2 meals because of just the way scheduling worked out. I have dinner with my mother, lunch with my friend. I can never tell which day he's going to be able to have lunch, so whatever he says, that's what we do. And so anyway, I was down to 211. I've been down to 210, but not below 210 yet. So it seems to jump around a lot and not really move a whole lot in either direction. And I think the big reason for that is just not having regular exercise. Regular exercise would help my metabolism. It would burn a few calories. And it helped my mood. There's, it's all kinds of, I've talked about nauseum on the benefits of exercise. That's why we're doing this whole thing, right? So that's going pretty well. But I haven't gone down any waist sizes or anything like that. So haven't had to budget for a new wardrobe. I've got a couple of 38s that I wear, and then I've got one 36. 36 is probably about right. It's weird, it's tight when I put it on, but then it loosens throughout the day. Kind of weird. But the 38s are definitely loose. So, not buying any more of them. And no holes in them. I've still got a pair of like 42, I think, 40, something in the 40s. I use this for hiking and mowing the lawn and stuff like that. And it's perfectly intact. I think I said one episode that it had a hole in it, but there's no holes. It's perfectly intact. Size 40 something. But it's great for hiking because it's very loose and protects me from branches and such, rocks. But and I use it to mow the lawn, and I finally threw away my old lawn mowing pants, which were black and had paint stains all over them and frayed everything. It's kind of coming apart. So I got rid of those. But I'm doing okay. I'm kind of okay with the way the weight thing is going. I didn't want to do it really fast. Always goes faster in the beginning. We know that logic. And yeah, it's a huge area here. I'm on my way back now. Turned around and it's on my right now. But huge area. I don't know what it's going to be. It's another one of those mysteries. And I'll ask my friend, which I'm going to see tomorrow, who's in the sort of building supply industry, I guess. It's related to the building of new things. Anyway, she might know. Sometimes she has a inside track on these things. See if I can describe exactly where it is. In between shopping center and in between the civic center and something else. It's amazing you don't notice these sort of empty lots until they start building on them. You're like, well, what was there before? You know? And it's hard to remember the way things looked before. Everything's just kind of just gradually building up. And this place is growing like mad. There's a little rabbit, rodent department. Medical department. I may have said this before, but it's pretty recent. I had an appointment pop up on my schedule for the VA, so I went down there and got labs, and then I went in to wait for the doctor, and I was thinking, I don't know what this visit is about. I had an annual back in March. What am I doing here? And I told them that, and they said, well, we've got you down for an annual. So finally, the clinical nurse, who's my primary care provider, came in and said, that was a mistake. We don't really need you here today, unless you got any questions. So I did have, since I'd already had the labs, I had her call me back later and sort of give me the results. And everything looks good. My liver's clear, which I'm concerned about always, and my A1C was good, so I'm not pre-diabetic or anything. And the only thing, another thing was, I guess sodium. She's like, in the summertime, people go out and they sweat a lot and they lose a lot of their, I don't know what they call them. But it's basically sodium and electrolytes. That's what it is. So she's like, get plenty of that. But it's easily fixed. So I started putting some Neosport into the water that I drink. I don't drink much water, but that will hopefully be enough. In addition to, I drink when I'm mowing. I usually take quite a few breaks when I'm mowing, and I'll come in and drink some water. And when I get home from this, I'm going to drink some water. And I'll just put some Neosport in there. And the other thing was cholesterol. And I realized I don't think I've done an episode on cholesterol, and it'd probably be a good idea to do that. So other people who are curious might just like to know. Maybe I have done an episode. I don't know, because this is like 436. It's hard to keep track of 435 episodes behind me. So, and one that hasn't, several actually, that hasn't been recorded yet. But they're all in the pipeline. So maybe I'll put that down as an idea. I'll check and see if I've done it before. And if not, then I will do an episode on cholesterol. This will be good. I go home, take a shower. I got a few hours to relax, and pick up the car at 10 o'clock. I'll have some nice calming chemicals in my bloodstream, and should have planning to have a wonderful day. And I've just crossed the street, and I'm now into my area where my mother's apartment complex is. And coming up on, this is actually the only puddle I've seen today. It's one puddle on this trail, and nothing really on the sidewalks in my neighborhood that I go on for 5 minutes trying to get here and back. It's one puddle soaked yesterday, 2 inches of rain. Hopefully it will not affect my traction on the roads today south of here where I plan to go. Because Corvette has tires that are more suitable for a flat, smooth surface. No four-wheel drive either. Although there is now available an all-wheel drive version that is hybrid. It's called an E-Ray. I believe it has 2 or 3 motors in it, electric motors in it, along with the big honkin' 6.2 liter V8 that's in all the other ones. So it's an interesting development, but I am not driving one of those. I am driving a Stingray today. Oh, and here comes another runner, a runner. Going by on the road ahead. Not gonna turn this way, looks like. What's going on up the road? And not going on the south side either. Just going straight up the road to the, presumably the main road out there where the construction I was talking about is going on behind the scenes, like in a James Bond movie. So recently, I think there's a James Bond TV series now. Something similar. I watched several Bond movies a couple of weeks ago. 4 of them. I think that Daniel Craig has done 4 Bond movies, and I watched all of them. At least one of them I'd seen before, but it's been a while. He's an unusual Bond character, more like Sean Connery than any of the others. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. I'm in my neighborhood now. I want to be talking to myself in front of my neighbors' houses. So anyway, yeah, it's been great to get back in touch with you today. Hope you're enjoying. I hope you enjoy the episode that I recorded today. It's going to be really fun, and hope you enjoyed this episode. And remember, if you got the fever, keep it burning. And if you don't catch the fever, I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.